Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today we have a very special topic. We are going to talk about pets.
That's right. Getting a pet is a very exciting decision, but it is also a very big responsibility. We want to help you understand what it means to take care of a pet.
Exactly. So, let's start at the beginning. Maybe you are thinking about getting a pet. What is the first thing you should consider?
That is a great question. I think the very first thing is your lifestyle. Are you an active person? Do you live in a big house with a yard? Or do you live in a small apartment?
That makes a lot of sense. An active person might want a dog to go on runs with. But if you live in a small apartment, a very big dog might not be comfortable.
Precisely. You also need to think about your time. Do you work long hours? Are you home a lot? Some pets need a lot of attention, while others are more independent.
So, before you even think about what kind of pet you want, you need to think about yourself and your daily life. It's like preparing a home for a new family member.
It is exactly like that. A pet is not a toy. It is a living being that will depend on you for many years. So, a lot of thought is needed before you make the choice.
Okay, so let's say we have thought about our lifestyle, we know how much time we have, and we know our living situation. What is the next step?
The next step is choosing the right pet for you. There are so many options. Dogs and cats are the most common, but there are also birds, fish, hamsters, and rabbits.
Let's talk about dogs first. Dogs are often called man's best friend. They are usually very loyal and loving. What should people know about dogs?
Dogs require a lot of time and energy. They need daily walks, playtime, and training. Different breeds have different needs. Some dogs are very high energy, and others are calm.
So, research is important. You shouldn't just choose a dog because it looks cute. You need to understand the breed. What about cats?
Cats are often more independent than dogs. They don't need to be taken for walks, which is good for people who may not have a yard. But they still need a lot of love, attention, and playtime.
And what if someone wants a smaller pet, like a hamster or a fish?
Smaller pets can be a great option. They usually require less space, but they still need proper care. You need the right kind of cage or tank, the right food, and you need to keep their environment clean. Every pet, big or small, is a serious commitment.
We have chosen our pet. Let's imagine we decided to get a small dog. We found a rescue shelter, and we are ready to bring our new friend home. How do we prepare our home?
Preparing your home is a very important step. You need to create a safe and comfortable space for your new dog. This is sometimes called pet-proofing your house.
Pet-proofing? What does that mean?
It means you look around your home and remove anything that could be dangerous for the dog. For example, some houseplants are poisonous to dogs. You should move them to a place the dog cannot reach.
That's a very good point. What else?
You should also secure any loose electrical cords. Puppies especially like to chew on things, and that can be very dangerous. Also, make sure your cleaning supplies and medicines are locked away safely.
Okay, so we make the house safe. What about making it comfortable? What does a new dog need?
A new dog will need a few essential items. It needs its own bed where it can feel safe and rest. It needs food and water bowls, and you should get some safe chew toys for it to play with. This helps keep the dog happy and stops it from chewing your furniture.
The house is ready. It is safe and comfortable. Now it is the big day. We are bringing our new dog home for the first time. What should we expect?
The first day can be stressful for a new pet. Everything is new. The smells, the sounds, and the people are all unfamiliar. So the most important thing is to be calm and patient.
That sounds like good advice. So we shouldn't invite all our friends over to meet the new dog on the first day.
No, that is not a good idea. It would be too overwhelming for the dog. The first day should be quiet, just you and your family. Let the dog explore its new home at its own pace.
Should we show the dog where its things are? Like its bed and its water bowl?
Yes, definitely. You can gently guide the dog to its water bowl so it knows where to find a drink. Show it its bed. You should also decide on the bathroom rules from the very beginning. Take the new dog outside to the spot where you want it to go to the toilet.
What about house rules? For example, if we don't want the dog on the sofa.
You should start with simple rules from day one. If you don't want the dog on the sofa, do not let it go on the sofa, not even once. Consistency is very important for a dog to learn and understand what is expected.
Our new dog is home and is starting to settle in. Now we need to think about food. Feeding our pet correctly is very important for its health.
You are absolutely right. Good nutrition is the foundation of a healthy life for a pet. The kind of food you need depends on the pet. For our dog, we need to choose a good quality dog food.
There are so many different brands and types of dog food. How do we choose the right one?
It is best to look for food that is appropriate for the dog's age, size, and activity level. A young puppy needs different food than an old dog. A small dog needs different food than a large dog. Reading the label is very important.
And how much food should we give our dog?
The food package will have feeding guidelines. It will tell you how much to feed your dog based on its weight. It is very important not to overfeed your pet. Obesity is a big health problem for pets, just like it is for people.
What about a feeding schedule? Should we leave food out all day?
It is generally better to have a regular feeding schedule. For an adult dog, feeding it 2 times a day is usually good, once in the morning and once in the evening. This helps with digestion and also helps with house training. And always make sure your pet has fresh, clean water available all day.
Let's move on to another very important topic, health. How do we make sure our pet stays healthy?
A key part of pet ownership is veterinary care. As soon as you get a new pet, you should find a good local veterinarian, or vet. The vet is the animal doctor.
So we should take our new dog to the vet for a checkup right away.
Yes, that is a great idea. The vet will give the dog a full health check. They will make sure the dog is healthy and give it any necessary vaccinations. Vaccinations protect pets from serious illnesses.
What else does a vet do?
The vet will also talk to you about preventing parasites like fleas, ticks, and worms. These can make your pet very sick. The vet can give you medicine to prevent these problems. They will also talk to you about spaying or neutering your pet.
Spaying or neutering? What does that mean?
It is a common surgery that prevents pets from having babies. It has many health benefits, and it helps control the number of homeless animals. Your vet can explain it all to you.
So, regular visits to the vet are important, not just when our pet is sick.
That's correct. An annual checkup is recommended for most pets. This allows the vet to find any health problems early. Taking care of your pet's health is one of the most loving things you can do.
Health is taken care of. Now, what about behavior? Our new dog is very cute, but it sometimes jumps on people and chews on the wrong things. We need to talk about training.
Training is essential. It is not about punishment. It is about teaching your dog good manners and helping it understand how to live happily in your home. Training helps build a strong bond between you and your pet.
Where do we start? What are the first things to teach a dog?
You can start with basic commands like sit, stay, and come. These are important for safety and control. For example, teaching your dog to come when you call it can prevent it from running into a dangerous situation.
How do we teach these commands?
The best method is positive reinforcement. This means you reward your dog when it does something right. The reward can be a small treat, a toy, or just a lot of praise, like saying, "Good dog," in a happy voice.
So we reward the good behavior and ignore the bad behavior?
For many small problems, yes. If a dog is jumping for attention, ignoring it is better than shouting. But for something serious, like chewing on an electrical cord, you need to interrupt the behavior with a firm no, and then give the dog a safe toy to chew instead.
What about meeting other dogs and people?
That is called socialization, and it is very important. You should introduce your dog to many different sights, sounds, people, and other friendly dogs while it is young. This helps it grow into a confident and well-behaved adult dog.
Our dog is learning commands and is becoming very well behaved. But it has so much energy. Let's talk about exercise and play.
Exercise is crucial for a dog's physical and mental health. A dog that gets enough exercise is a happy dog. A bored dog can develop behavior problems like chewing furniture or barking too much.
How much exercise does a dog need?
It really depends on the breed, age, and health of the dog. Some small dogs might be happy with a couple of short walks each day, but a high-energy breed, like a border collie, might need to run for an hour or more every day.
So, walks are important. What other kinds of exercise are good for dogs?
Playing fetch with a ball or a frisbee in a safe, fenced area is great exercise. Some dogs love to swim. You can also play games like hide and seek in the house. This makes them use their brain as well as their body.
Playtime sounds like a fun way to bond with your pet.
It is one of the best ways. Play is not just about exercise. It strengthens your relationship. When you play with your dog, you are communicating with it and showing it affection. It builds trust and love between you.
So we need to make time for play every day.
Yes, absolutely. Even on a busy day, try to spend at least 15 to 20 minutes just playing with your dog. This dedicated time is very important for their well-being and for your relationship with them. It's quality time together.
We have covered food, health, training, and exercise. What about keeping our pet clean? Let's talk about grooming.
Grooming is another important part of pet care. It's not just about making your pet look good. It is also important for their health. Grooming includes things like brushing their coat, bathing them, and trimming their nails.
Let's start with brushing. Why is that important?
Brushing removes loose hair and dirt from the dog's coat. This helps to prevent mats, which are painful tangles of fur. It also helps to distribute the natural oils in their skin, keeping their coat healthy and shiny. For dogs with long hair, daily brushing is often necessary.
And what about baths? How often should we bathe our dog?
That is a good question. You should not bathe your dog too often because it can dry out their skin. For most dogs, a bath once every month or two is enough, unless they get very dirty. Always use a special dog shampoo, not human shampoo.
And I have heard that trimming their nails is important. That sounds difficult.
It can be, and it is important to do it correctly so you don't hurt the dog. If their nails get too long, it can be painful for them to walk. A vet or a professional groomer can show you how to do it safely, or they can do it for you.
So, grooming is another responsibility.
Yes, and while you are grooming, it is a good time to check your pet's body for anything unusual, like lumps, bumps, or ticks. It is a good way to keep an eye on their overall health.
We have talked about so many things today. Choosing a pet, preparing your home, food, health, training, exercise, and grooming. It is a lot of work.
It is. And that brings us to our final and most important point. Owning a pet is a long-term commitment. A dog or a cat can live for 15 years or even longer. They are not just for a little while. They are for their whole life.
That is something everyone must understand. You are responsible for that animal's life and happiness for many, many years. Your life might change. You might move to a new house or have a family. Your pet will still be there, depending on you.
Exactly. You need to be prepared for the financial cost, too. Food, toys, vet bills, it all adds up over the years. But the rewards of having a pet are incredible.
Can you talk about those rewards? Why do people love having pets so much?
Pets give us unconditional love. They are always happy to see us. They comfort us when we are sad. They make us laugh. They encourage us to be more active. They teach us about responsibility and compassion.
I agree completely. The connection you have with a pet is very special. The work and the responsibility are all worth it.
They absolutely are. A pet becomes part of your family. The love and joy they bring into a home is a wonderful gift. So, if you are ready for the commitment, taking care of a pet can be one of the most rewarding experiences of your life.